Greetings, friends. I just finished King of Scars! Ah! And it was amazing. And it was great. Welcome to my channel, friends. My name is Brittina, Book Looks by B, and today we're going to be talking about King of Scars. It was glorious and delicious, and I just finished it, and I can't wait to talk about it because it was so good. So for those of you who don't know what King of Scars is, it's actually a spin-off series from Leigh Bardugo's Grishaverse trilogy and her Six of Crows duology. So if you haven't picked those books up, I highly recommend reading those first before picking up King of Scars because it makes the reading experience so much more enjoyable. And they are all happily sitting behind me right here. But I will say, if you want to just go straight to King of Scars, it's pretty understandable if you're coming in as a new reader, but if you want like the full experience, go pick up the trilogy and definitely go pick up the duology. For those of you who have read the trilogy and the duology, King of Scars follows the story of Nikolai, Zoya, and Nina, both from the trilogy and the duology, and what they do with their lives after the aftermath of the Civil War in Ravka. If you are a fan of Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows duology and her Grishaverse trilogy, I highly recommend picking up King of Scars. It's so freaking cool. I can't really find words to really describe it, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. I think it's awesome finding out what happens to all the characters after everything, and it's really cool to see both the duology and the trilogy mesh together. With that said, I'm rating the book a strong 10 out of 10. IGN 10 out of 10. For my Goodreads score, my 10 out of 10 is going to translate straight to a 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. It took me a while to finish just because I'm a super slow reader. But every single page, super engaging. I loved reading everyone's perspectives, and I hope you enjoy the book too. But yes, if you're interested in picking up King of Scars and you've read the duology and the trilogy, I really hope you enjoy King of Scars. It was amazing. And if you're new to the Grishaverse, definitely go pick up the trilogy and the duology, especially the duology, because Six of Crows is my favorite book ever, because it's gonna make this read all the more better. It's gonna be so cool. I'm excited for you. Go pick it up, go get it. Go get it now. Go, 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 go. Stop by your local library, go to your local bookstore, order online, just go read it. It's great. Go pick it up. As you can see, I am a huge fan of Leigh Bardugo and her Grishaverse. They're amazing. And I don't typically buy books right off the bat. I try to borrow them from the library first, read samples about them first, and then I'll see how I like to rate them. If they're like a solid 5 out of 5 or a solid 10 out of 10, then I definitely buy them and I put them on my shelf and I love them forever. And for all of those of you who haven't read the book, I would probably say stop watching right now because I'm going to be going into a reenactment of my reactions while I was reading King of Scars. If you don't want to get spoiled, I would suggest maybe taking a break from this video, coming back later, and actually going to read the book and come join me later. For those of you who have read it, stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy my horrible attempt at reenacting my reactions as I read the book. Viewfinder. Okay, this is my first video that I'm ever filming. I don't really know what I'm doing, guys. Hope you can bear with me. You know, Malensky sounds super cool, but also very creepy. I don't know if that's Leigh's making up or if that's an actual thing, but those sound super cool and creepy. Oh, the first chapter where Zoya comes in and leashes Nikolai. Oh, yes, that's how you start it. Why are there silver hummingbirds coming out of the earth during an earthquake? There's a cult for the Darkling now? Where can I join? Oh, Kenya and David are married! All of Nina's first chapter, all of it. She's such a strong character. I loved her from Six of Crows, and then seeing her here, Nina, you are officially one of my favorite characters. Ooh, Nina's bone armor! That's pretty cool. If I ever had a D&D character based off of Nina, I want my character to have all of those bone armor stuff, because that's pretty cool. I really want a book about the Saints. I think it would be like a super cool thing to read. Leigh Bardugo, please write a book about the Saints. Ooh, I am calling it. The Darkling is gonna try to come back through Nikolai. Calling it, just calling it. I really love how you can hear Nikolai's voice all throughout his chapters. It's such a cool character to see, especially coming from Siege of Storm, going into King of Scars, and also seeing how his character deals with all of these inner challenges compared to how he presents himself as a king on the outside. The scene where Nina marries Mathias! Just trestle! Dang. When Nikolai recounts his time with Dominic and their last exchange on the battlefield. Oh, Zoya just popped her shoulder back into place. Oh, I couldn't do it. Who the hell is Isaac? Hey, Isaac. You cute, Isaac. Oh, that's why Isaac and the other guy look like brothers, because they're supposed to look like Nikolai. Okay. Good on you. Good thinking ahead, Nikolai. That was very good planning. Ooh, that little drop of that little teaser Easter egg of the orphanage, of the couple that looks over the orphanage, and that's where all the baby Grisha are going. I really love how often Alina is mentioned in this books, just because we saw the insides of her head and the workings of her character all throughout the trilogy. So being able to like see all these other characters, see her in this light as the saint, is super cool. The girl's gone, but the saint lives on. I thought it was funny when Tolia told everyone to scatter after they rescued the princess. It's like, oh, everyone scatter, go! Is she alive? Okay, scatter. Like, where are you gonna scatter to? In the trees? Tolia, you're huge. Where are you gonna hide? How can you be so sure the Schneck girl jumped? Because my own advisors suggested I do the same thing last night. Of course. Jump. Attempt feign drowning so you can win the attention of a man. I feel like there's a motif with twins, especially ones that come from Shu, because we already have Tolia and Tamar already a set of twins, and then in Six of Crows we have Kuei and Wylan, who gets transformed as Kuei, so we have another pair of Shu twins. They also get put onto a wanted poster saying that they're Shu twins, and now we have another pair of Shu twins on the Tavgard. Interesting. I wonder why. There's a dragon? Okay, I don't know if I really believe how Nikolai is reacting to all of these creature-esque things coming out of the fold. There's some shape-shifting googly guy thing. Some chick with some bees flying around her head and a goddamn dragon. Like, this is some D&D shit right here. Like, Nikolai is way too humorous and way too calm during the dragon shapeshifter bee attack. The saints are alive? They're in the land of the saints? The land of the saints, where all the sand is taking place, kind of reminds me of the scene in Sinbad where, okay, if you can see this, I'm looking at my notes, I'm not really reading the book. Caught me! But yeah, so reading the scene where the saints are kind of reminds me of Tartarus in Sinbad the cartoon, like where Eris lives, because she's like a goddess living in the land of Tartarus. I guess this is Tartarus. But the whole scene with them in the sand reminds me of Eris and Sinbad and Marina in Tartarus. Comment down below if you agree, or if you think something else, but that's just the image that I get in my head whenever I think of that scene. Oh shit! Zoya's amplifier broke! Oh yo, Zoya's training with Juras. Zoya's Jedi training with Juras. Wow. Zoya's gonna be like the Avatar. She's gonna be able to use like all the elements, and she's gonna be able to work in like all of the orders. Oh my god. Imagine that. She'd be like Avatar Queen. Damn, Zoya's flashback. Like, what would you do in that situation? She's 9 years old. She has to marry a 65-year-old man. Ugh, gross. And especially the scene, that whole entire chapter where Zoya is recounting her history with her Aunt Liliana. Ugh. But I really love seeing Zoya's character growth. I wasn't really a huge fan of her during the trilogy. Like, I thought she was annoying. But seeing her here and getting inside of her head makes me love her all the more. Like, I kind of low-key want to cosplay as Zoya. Should I cosplay as Zoya? Comment below if I should. On page 435, try the gray stuff. It's delicious. That cute little, I didn't know if that was intentional, but I enjoyed it. Why are all these poor young girls locked up in dormitories and pregnant? And why are they getting shot up with Param? What kind of sick form of trafficking and experimenting is this? Of course, I should have known. Of course, Jarl Brum is Han's father. Ah! Okay, I love you, Nina, but you need to fucking follow orders. You're gonna get people killed. You do not need to be a hero. You don't. But please do, because those pregnant girls need you and they're stuck in the dormitories and they're addicted to Param, and I know that means so much to you that you gotta help them, but don't get anyone killed because Leonie and Andric are awesome. And they can't die yet. Ooh, I love all of the reflections that Nina has where she thinks of all the lessons that Kaz and Inej and all of the dregs taught her back in the Six of Crows duology. Very nice touch, but also I love how it helps with Nina's character development in this story. Oh, Zoya showing some shoulder to Nikolai. Ooh. But I completely understand that this is a very serious scene, but still, the aspect of her like showing some flesh toward Nikolai and him having that kind of desire toward her, ooh, tickles my fancy. I ship Zoya and Nikolai so hard. I ship them so hard, and I want them to be together, but at the same time, I love how it's a forbidden love almost. Like, they can't be together, of course not, but you guys would be like the perfect couple to rule Ravka. But at the same time, I'm all for the drama. I love it. Called it! I called it! Ooh, I knew it! I knew it! I knew Elizabeth, whatever her name is. The minute that she started calling the Darkling like handsome and lovely and beautiful and stuff, I knew she would betray them, that bitch! I couldn't stand, what's his face? The monk. God, I can't remember. Yuri? Yuri, of course you would betray them. I'm fine with Demon Nikolai killing the monk. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. Was the Thornwood supposed to be like a shout out or even like an Easter egg from Language of Thorns, Ayama and the Thornwood? Was it? Because if it was, that's awesome. Because I love this book too. Go pick this one up too. It's great, do it. As you can see, I have one extra tiny empty space for when Ninth House comes out. Or when the next book from King of Scars comes out. I'm prepared for this. Oh no, Juris! I mean, it's cool that Zoya's gonna make an amplifier though. I wish I was one of those girls at the ball. I'd be all over Isaac. In Nikolai's face. I'd be all over both of them. Oh shit! The princess isn't nice, she's gonna kill Isaac! Oh, Isaac, no! Friends, Isaac's dead. Bay's dead! That's why the princess was so good at combat, is because she wasn't the princess to begin with. Duh. I'm sweating all over this book. And I did the entire time I was reading too. That's what you get! That's what you get, well mother! That's what you get by shooting up all of these poor innocent girls full of this fake parem. Of course, yes, zombies are gonna eat your ass. That's what karma does. Duh! Just kill Brum already. Just kill him. He needs to die. That moment where Leone and Adric are trying to fend off the tidal wave and Nina just randomly grabs a bunch of bones nearby and creates this gel tree. Good thinking. Good on you. That was like some D&D thinking. I really love Genya and Zoya's relationship inside this book because you can see how much Zoya wants to like be affectionate with her and like be friends with her, but she has such like a cold exterior. But I also love how Genya still loves her regardless. Like she goes and she runs and hugs her anyways, despite Zoya being this like major sourpuss and very cold-shouldered queen. Ooh, the Darkling is back. And I don't know if I should be happy or terrified, but the way that ended, when's the next book coming out? But yeah, those were all my thoughts and experiences and reactions while reading this wonderful book, King of Scars, by the amazing Leigh Bardugo. I hope you all enjoyed it just as much as I did. If you didn't, or if you did, let me know your thoughts. Did you share any reactions that I had? Was there anything else that I missed that you enjoyed? If there was, feel free to comment down below. I love reading your comments. And if you haven't already, please go check out my body paint and my book look based off of King of Scars. Let me know what you think about that too. If you have any other book suggestions for me to read, or if you want me to read anything or paint myself as anything, please comment below. Let me know. I love getting reading suggestions, and I especially love seeing what everyone else is reading. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up like everyone else says. And if you didn't, I mean, that's cool too. We can disagree and still be friends. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!